Welcome to Narcissist Talk Thursday, your safe space for questions you might have about narcissists. Have you got questions about dealing with a narcissist, healing from the aftermath, or navigating co-parenting? This is your space to ask. DM your question on Instagram and let's break it down. No judgment, just support and clarity. Your voice matters. Let's talk. Hello, I'm Alexandra, and I'm a narcissistic abuse recovery practitioner. And today, the question is, how can I protect my children from a narcissistic ex? The name has been changed to protect privacy, so let's call this person Mary. In the message, Mary says, after years of enduring manipulation and emotional turmoil, I finally left my narcissistic partner. But the separation didn't bring the peace I hoped for. Now with the shared custody arrangements in place means my children are still exposed to the emotional games and toxic behavior of my ex-partner. I notice subtle changes in my children's behavior. They are more anxious, hesitant to express themselves, and often repeat phrases that sound like my ex-partner's critical remarks. I am torn between protecting my children and respecting the custody agreement. So how can I shield my children from the emotional harm without escalating conflict? What strategies can I use to support their emotional resilience and ensure they feel safe and loved? Here's how could someone navigate this situation. I believe one of the most important things for a sound foundation is about creating a safe space for open communication. So encourage children to express their feelings without judgment. Validate their emotions and let them know it's okay to talk about what they experience. Avoid asking leading questions, but be available when they want to share. The second strategy is modeling healthy emotional expression. Children learn by observing. So show them how to manage emotions calmly and assertively. Demonstrate empathy and kindness to reinforce what healthy relationships look like. The third strategy is about setting boundaries without bad-mouthing. This sometimes can be easier said than done. It's tempting to criticize a narcissistic ex, but children can feel conflict when one parent speaks negatively about the other. Instead, focus on explaining appropriate behavior and setting boundaries, like saying, it's not okay for someone to yell or call names. Everyone deserves kindness and respect. The fourth strategy is about empowering children with emotional coping tools. Teaching children with simple coping techniques like deep breathing, grounding exercises, or journaling. This helps them to process their emotions in a healthy way when situations become overwhelming. Now, the fifth strategy is about staying involved and document concerning behavior. It is important to keep detailed notes if you notice harmful patterns. Document these instances that affect the children's well-being. This can be helpful if you need to pursue legal adjustments in your custody agreement or visitations. You might also want to consider child therapy or counseling. Having a neutral space where children can process their experiences can be invaluable. A therapist trained in trauma or family dynamics can provide guidance in coping strategies. It is also important to start building a support network. Lean on supportive friends and family or a therapist to navigate your own emotions. When you feel grounded and supported, you'll be in a stronger position to provide a stable environment for your children. And the last strategy is about teaching your children emotional intelligence. Help your children recognize and name their emotions. This can reduce feelings of confusion when faced with manipulation and build their resilience. And remember, you are a powerful, positive force in your children's lives. By providing consistent love, support, and emotional safety, you're giving them the tools to navigate difficult circumstances so they can grow into emotional resilient adults. If you need help overcoming narcissistic abuse, check out my program From Ashes to Gold. This program deals with the emotional, psychological, and the spiritual side of narcissistic abuse. This is a 14-session program to reclaim your power after narcissistic abuse. To know more, visit thefearlessninja.com.